When we look out into the solar system, few sights capture the imagination quite like Saturn. With its stunning rings and golden glow, this planet has become an icon of cosmic beauty. Today, let's journey together to explore the sixth planet from the Sun, a world that is at once familiar in photographs yet full of mysteries we are still uncovering. By the end of this adventure, you may find yourself sharing the same admiration. Many astronomers feel that Saturn is perhaps the most breathtaking planet beyond Earth. Saturn is a giant among giants. It is a gas planet with a radius 9 times larger than Earth, making it the second biggest in our solar system, only smaller than Jupiter. But its size tells only part of the story. Saturn's average density is just 0.687 grams per cubic centimetre lighter than water. Imagine this: if you could place Saturn in an enormous cosmic ocean, it would float. Why is that the planet is made almost entirely of hydrogen, the lightest element, with a small percentage of helium. This composition makes Saturn unique, but it also hides a complex interior. As we descend beneath its thick clouds, pressure builds to unimaginable levels. Hydrogen first shifts from gas to liquid, and deeper still, it may transform into metallic hydrogen, a strange state of matter where hydrogen behaves like a metal. Beneath it, or likely lies a rocky and metallic core, surrounded by layers that create a world without a solid surface, only transitions from one form of matter to another. Despite being far from the Sun, Saturn radiates with its own energy. Its core burns at nearly 11,700 degrees Celsius, twice as hot as the surface of our Sun. Through infrared imaging, Saturn glows in hues of sapphire, electric blue and green. Even on the night side, where sunlight never reaches the planet's internal heat, shines outward. This heat is not trivial. Saturn actually emits about 2.5 times more energy than it receives from the Sun, a sign that its interior is still dynamic, still alive, with processes we do not fully understand. From afar, Saturn's atmosphere looks calm, a soft yellow orb suspended in space. But appearances can be deceiving. The planet's winds roar at speeds of up to 1,800 kilometers per hour, second only to Neptune in ferocity. That's faster than any hurricane ever recorded on Earth, a superstorm that would shred our planet's strongest structures in moments. Storms are not rare here. About once every Saturnian year, roughly every 30 Earth years, a massive storm called the Great White Spot erupts, spanning the planet and lasting for months. Smaller storms are frequent, many producing lightning so powerful that each flash is 1,000 times stronger than a bolt on Earth. Thanks to the Cassini spacecraft, we've even been able to hear the radio waves of this lightning translated into eerie sounds that remind us just how alien Saturn really is. And then there are the poles. The South Pole hosts a permanent hurricane-like vortex with a clear eye, locked to that region alone. At the North Pole lies something even stranger, a vast hexagon-shaped storm. Each side of this geometric wonder stretches 13,800 kilometers longer than the diameter of Earth itself. Why does Saturn draw such a perfect shape in its clouds? Scientists aren't entirely sure, though laboratory experiments have recreated similar patterns in rotating fluids. It remains one of Saturn's most hypnotic mysteries. Saturn's immense interior activity also fuels a magnetic field. Though weaker than Jupiter's, it still stretches far into space, strong enough to deflect the solar wind. And just like Earth, Saturn puts on a light show. Its auroras shimmer near the poles, glowing mostly in hydrogen's signature colors. They brighten and shift depending on solar activity, painting Saturn's upper atmosphere with curtains of light driven by streams of charged particles from the Sun. No feature of Saturn is more famous or more mysterious than its rings. They are vast, delicate, and intricate, stretching from 66,000 to 140,000 kilometers above the planet's center. The rings are made mostly of water ice, with grains ranging from microscopic dust to chunks several meters across. Yet, for all their grandeur, They are astonishingly thin, in some places just 10 metres thick, in others up to a kilometre. The main rings are labelled in a sequence that doesn't follow alphabetical order D, C, B, A and F. The B ring is the brightest and widest, while the F ring is shaped and reshaped by small moons like Prometheus. As Prometheus orbits, its gravity pulls at the ring, carving ripples and streamers that shift with every pass. Beyond these lie the G ring, the E ring, and the faint Janus, Epimetheus and Pallane rings. Then, farthest of all, stretches the Phoebe ring, a vast ghostly band of dust so large that if it were visible from Earth, it would appear wider than 2 full moons in the night sky. This dust likely comes from Saturn's small moon Phoebe, and it drifts inward, darkening another moon, Iapetus, on one side, while leaving the other bright. The rings, though studied for centuries, remain one of astronomy's greatest puzzles. We know they are shaped by moons, and in turn they shape moons. But where they came from, whether the remains of a shattered moon or leftover material from Saturn's birth, remains an open question. Saturn has at least 82 moons each, with its own story. Titan, the largest, is bigger than Mercury and unique in the solar system. It has a thick atmosphere, lakes of liquid methane, and weather cycles not unlike Earth's, though built from alien chemistry. Other moons range from tiny irregular rocks to familiar figures like Mimas, which resembles the Death Star from science fiction. Many of Saturn's moons are just a few kilometres across fragile worlds that orbit silently within the giant planet's domain. Saturn circles the Sun at a distance 9 to 10 times greater than Earth. A year here lasts about 30 Earth years. But what about a day? Unlike Earth, Saturn doesn't rotate as a solid body. Its equator spins at a different speed than its poles. Depending on where you measure a day, lasts between 10 hours 14 minutes and 10 hours 38 minutes. This differential rotation adds yet another layer of complexity to a planet already defined by extremes. Few sights in the solar system rival Saturn's beauty. Its pastel hues fade from gold to azure, a subtle gradient scientists think may be tied to seasonal changes in its frigid hemispheres. Yet, despite decades of study, despite the incredible images sent back by Cassini, Saturn remains a world of enigmas. It is a reminder that even within our own solar system, mysteries await mysteries that keep us looking upward, wondering what other secrets the cosmos has yet to reveal. If you enjoyed this exploration of Saturn, let's keep journeying together. A like or share helps others discover these cosmic stories, and if you'd like to support more videos, you can find a link in the description. And if your curiosity isn't satisfied, yet check out our playlist on the other planets of the solar system. Until next time, let's keep exploring the cosmos together.